What's wrong with the dogs, right?
Good evening, people. Welcome to Thursday night chat. I've been doing some housework. That's part of it. And washing the walls. I took a tote out to the shed. Hello, Yoken. No. I know tomorrow's Foot Friday. No, I ain't got my socks on. I just got out of the shower. It's one thing I hate when it's cold outside, people. You can't take a long, hot shower. And happy birthday if you're born today. Happy anniversary if you got married today. To all your ladies, you know who you are. And I'm tired. My back's hurt. No, I ain't gonna show you my feet. Nope, I ain't gonna show you. But, people, I carry a tote out. I shouldn't done it. My back is still hurting, you know, from it. It was a little heavy. That's not the big tote that I got the cat food in. You know, I swept the floor, then vacuumed the floor, then got down with my putty knife real close to the border, you know, of the wall, which you got a little 1x2 or 1x12 or 1x4 or something. I washed that all off.
And try to cross her 28.
Every time you get the mop, your mop gets up there and gets it dirty, so I use a wash rag and a sponge to clean it off. All the kitty cats got fed. I took some of that money and bought some more cat food, a bag of cat food for my cats. I forgot the brand. But all my kitty cats is happy. It never fails. When I get on the internet, people, my kitty cat gets going nutty like, Dad don't want you on the internet. I want y'all people to think of the people that got cancer, especially kids. Like DJ Daniel, you all saw him on the national news, your local news, TikTok. 13-year-old boy got brain cancer. As you heard, they didn't expect him to live about 4 or 5 months. That's when he was about 6 years old. He's 13. So, I want to thank y'all. Don't forget the kids at St. Jude's Hospital. You know, think of them.
Come back in for some info for you.
Girl, that's what we got to do. Send prayers out to them kids at St. Jude. And also, you can't forget the ladies who has breast cancer. You know, do that. And men, love your ladies.
Emergency a little bit.
Treat them like you're the queen. And ladies, treat the men like they're kings. And I've been watching YouTube. What you doing? Cop. Cop picking cats. They're worse than kids. Now settle down. It never fails, Margaret. When I get it either on a computer or my cell phone, you gotta act silly. Why can't you do like the rest of them, sleeping? People, I don't think I could get married and have kids anymore. I don't think I could put up with kids. Not all my kitty cats is back, because I'm so used to having 15, 20 cats outside at the time. Maybe they packed their bags and moved away. Maybe, I don't know.
Charlie 525 traffic stop.
That's okay. Kitty cats, like kids, they gotta leave when they get old and stuff like that. They gotta do that.
605 at destination. Copy.
I found out one of my computer hackers is about 12, 13 years old. I found that out. And he's in trouble. And I watched the DUI guy today. You gotta love him. He's a lawyer in Louisville, Kentucky.
Go ahead.
And him and Megan Foxrider and the Umbrella guy have been doing segments on Otters Creek and BBB, which is a lawyer in Connecticut, and this and that. I don't know how, you have to be smart to be a lawyer. I bet Bruce, I bet it took him 20 times to pass the Bar Association test. I've never seen BBB, a dumb lawyer, as dumb as he is. And April the 3rd, he's going to have to fly in from, I think it's Connecticut, and come in front of the federal judge.
21155, you can cancel Charlestown 265.
I'd say Bruce is in probably trouble. If you want to know more about Bruce, watch Megan Fox, the writer, and the Umbrella guy, and you see it. And I got a call from my heart doctor. But the time I turned my phone back on, it was too late to call back.
Foundation Boulevard.
But they did leave a voicemail.
Indiana guy with trust in the window.
I didn't remember when I have to go to my heart doctor, But this is in August, and this is only March. So I got to call them tomorrow and reschedule my heart doctor schedule. Because he's not going to be in that day. Yeah, I got a few other problems. I know I'm old. I don't think I told you that last week. Maybe I did. I don't know. But when I went to Vision Works and they called your name, you go up and sit down, they type everything into the computer. I went to get up from the chair. I almost fell. I guess that's part of getting old. I do have problems getting up, out of a chair. But I guess that's part of being old.
Be pulled out from the ditch.
But tomorrow is Friday. Have to go to Charlestown, the post office. Been to the JC store. And
123 square, Charlestown Slate Run.
my son has to pick up some medicine.
285 already on the route to him.
And maybe might go to Arby's. I don't know until tomorrow gets here. He likes to go to Arby's in Salisbury. He has ate at Arby's in Salisbury, Jeff,
order has been served.
Memphis, Indiana, over by the truck stop at the 16, and Scottsburg. He could tell the difference between the curly fries and the roast beef. It tastes different in Salisbury. I don't know why. Me, I can't really tell the difference.
361236.
Good.
But I gotta watch my weight. Like I say, I go to the doctor Monday morning.
Negative. The order over the divorce and with the child was served to the mother by us, though per 21, child's going to stay with the mother for now.
Clear.
And you all is my YouTube family. We're family. Not blood. We're YouTube channel people. We help each other out no matter if we don't have good content or what. But figure people, I'm 70 plus years old. 4 heart attacks. High blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, arthritis. There's things that I can do and I can't do.
Van and Toyota Prius.
I haven't heard nothing from LG on that blankety blank stove. That makes me mad. I haven't heard anything from the TV troubleshooter out of Louisville, Kentucky. Haven't heard anything from the BBB or the Federal Trade Commission. And I got a question. I know you all watch it later, but you can leave it in the comments. Should I give you the reference number from LG that you can call, or maybe there's a lawyer out there that can help? Because people, I can't use the stove. And this been going on. Hello, Sherm, sick.
520.
Probably 10-6 for PT, 10-42, 22-30.
You know, I hate having high blood pressure. I guess I had blood pressure problems over 30 years, maybe 40. I told you the story about how I found out I had high blood pressure. That's okay. That's how come I'm on here, to let you all know about problems. That way you all know what to do. There goes the train. I hear the train whistle. Sounds like it's going south. But when you live in a valley, in a hole in the ground, it's hard. Hello, Sherry. Welcome. Like I said, people, I'm tired. I've been in there cleaning up. You're kind of doing spring cleaning. Trying to, I got this big table. It's about 4 feet long. It got a cutout in it that I got my computer set on. And when I have everything hooked up, my studio mic, the V8S Sam box, like maybe have the earphones plugged in. These kitty cats in here likes to eat them. And I got to unplug everything, put it in a kind of like a case where they can't eat anything. So I figure if I move everything into the living room, and it'll probably be safer, because in there I got one tomcat. That's John Wayne. I think I am wore out. You know, I got back problems. I got arthritis. You know, when you wash the walls and sweep and get down close to the floor, you know, I'm hurting. You know, I carry a medium-sized tote. I don't know the size of it. It was full of stuff. I took it out to the shed. I pulled it out the front door. Then I had to pick it up, walk down 1, 2, 3 steps out to the shed in the backyard. They got my pitcher and loaded it up with corn. Took it over by the tree over where the flood is. For the squirrels and the birds and the possums and groundhog. Oh. I gotta turn my radio down. People getting old. Hello. Long time no. Yeah. I have been screaming, you know. Now, I haven't seen you on here for a while. I guess you just as bad as I am. And people, you see that JC Kansas Cop Watch guy? Go to his YouTube channel. He's about my age. And, you know, we talk about old stuff. Hey, there's a car I saw, what's today, Thursday? Maybe it was Wednesday? Or, no, Tuesday. Either Tuesday or Wednesday. It was a 1960 Chevy. Kind of like a Nomad. but it wasn't a nomad. I don't think it was a Biscayne. It was another name I never even heard of. It was a 1960 red Chevy. Let's see, 4-door. I know a Nomad, I think, is a 2-door. And but welcome everybody. Like I said, we talk about everything. We're here to listen to you all if we can help you, give you good advice. None of us is doctors, lawyers, nurses. We just, you know, the Kansas Cop Watch, he's a good guy, you know. I watch his videos. Like I say, I watch a whole lot of videos, people. What else you all gonna do when you're 70 plus years old, can't hardly do nothing? Talk to your kitty cats or your animals. It's just a group of us people getting together. That's very good. Make sure you let me know about it, and I subscribe to your channel again. What else is people that's 70 plus years old going to do? I know some people doesn't like my YouTube channel because I'm not like other people. I've seen YouTube channels, it has good content. I watch a bunch of YouTube channels about HOAs and stuff like that. And what I'm finding out, they write a story, then they put pictures with the story. I'm not that smart, people. I probably could do stuff like that. Like the people in Bakersfield, California, RD on the scene, Kern County Crime Watchers, White T-Shirt Media. They's always out on patrol. They're not cops. They're YouTubers. I don't think you call them auditors. They're kind of like news media. They're out there bringing you car wrecks, house fire, police chases, stuff like that, because the news media can't always be out driving around all the time. And 5-0 always watch people's YouTube channels. Like in Bakersfield, California, those Bakersfield PD watch those people's YouTube channel. That I know for a fact. I know there's 5-0 on here. There's federal, there's state, there's U.S. Marshals, and some other police departments. Because they go to everybody's YouTube channel because they're 5-0 is hunting for certain people. No matter how many times they change their names when they in the chat. They know who they are. They get caught. I got no problems with 50 coming on my YouTube channel. You got good police officers, you got bad ones, but you got more good ones than you do bad ones. So, thank you all for your service. And your veterans out there, and the ones that serving now, thank you for your service, men and ladies, your pilots, your helicopter pilots, your MPs, your infantry, Coast Guard, Navy. Thank you all for your service. And thank you, your Marines. Especially the ones that went to Parris Island in South Carolina. And now I guess they use needles when you're in boot camp. When I was in there, they had the air guns. And boy, if you move your arm when you got them air shots, it tears the heck out of your arms. And you couldn't salute because your shoulder hurt so much. I guess because of the air pushing the medicine in. I don't know. Like I say, I'm not a doctor. I've done some trials, and I forget when Karen Reed trial is coming up. I will live stream Karen Reed's trial. To me, she is innocent. If you want to find out more about Karen Reed's trial, go to Turtle Boy's YouTube channel. If that wasn't for him, it probably wouldn't make the national news. It probably wouldn't make court TV or law and crime. And if you watch the first trial of Karen Reed, people, and when Karen Reed's SUV was parked in front of the house, and the police was behind her car and had their dash cam on, her tail light was not broken. Until they took it back to the police department. What are you all knocking on the floor now? I know you doing something. Oh, you idiots. See, if you all make me mad. You take things off the table and throw it on the floor. But they keep me going, you know. I want to thank you all that have donated to my post office box, PayPal, and Cash App. I went and bought another bag of cat food at the dollar store because I didn't want to drive all the way to Walmart and just for 10 extra pounds. You know. And Lexi! What you doing? I don't think I could raise kids, people, right now at my age. I don't think I could. I'd probably be in a nut house. Maybe that's where I need to be, in a nut house. I couldn't put up with kids. What, Blackie? I'm not going to bed. It's too cotton picking early. Like, I'm not going to let them idiots control me. Like I say, Joanne's been sick. Some people, when they get sick, they get downright sick. Some people, they get sick, might get over it within a week or less, Some people can be sick for a couple of days. But, Bucky, Alexi, if I don't pick it off of the floor, that piece they knocked there, they be playing with it all night long. A cotton picker! That irritates me. Anything to make me mad. Oh. So I had to go down and pick it off of the floor. And that hurts my back. When I have to bend over, man, it hurts. Horse feathers, what I say, but I want to thank you all that have subscribed and helping me get my watch hours. God be with you all. God loves you all. Don't give up on God, people, because God don't give up on you. Sometimes you think He gives up on you. Look how many people's on this planet. Millions and millions of people. And they all asking for God's help. And it might take a while for God to answer your prayers. Don't give up on God. Follow your dreams. Don't give up on your dreams, people. Don't give up. Follow your dreams. If you're in school, finish school, go to college, follow your dreams. Wait until the start of family, at least 25, 28 years old before you start a family. And your kids that's in school, wait until you're 25 years old, where you can finish school, go to college, and find a field to get into to make a good life for you all. Back when I was in high school, girls is having babies. Back there then, if the girls got pregnant, you had to withdraw from school. They couldn't, Now you can bring your kids to school, or you can stay in school as long as the doctor, knowing you're not a high-risk lady. Some schools in the United States has a class for mothers who has kids that teach them how to take care of their kids. That's very good of the schools to do that. But your girls who gets pregnant when you're in high school, Your dreams is to go to college, have you a good life. If your boyfriend can't wait until you all get married or get your dreams out of the way, he's not worth having. I want you all to stay in school, get your education, follow your dreams. If you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, or an IT person, or a developer, or an engineer, you know, I want you to follow your dreams. But I know you, when you are in love, you're going to do what you're going to do, no matter what your mom and dad tell you. Just remember, ladies and young boys, your mom and dad was your age at one time. They know every trick in the book. Like the fathers know every trick in the book that the boys would do. And the mothers knows every trick in the book that the girls would do. You know, they know it. 'Cause remember, you might not like your mother or father, but just remember, they were young. Your mother and father loves you all, and your grandparents love you. Just remember that. I want you all to follow your dreams. Don't give up. Don't give up on your YouTube channel. You know, I got ideas from you all. You know, how to improve my content. You know, like road trips, police chases. Well, I live out in the country. I don't live in a place like Bakersfield, California, where they have a bunch of wrecks or house fires. I live out in the country. And I do bring a few car wrecks. It's close to me that I can either drive to or get as close as I can without getting in the way. And the younger generation people, if you live in a city or a town, check your local laws on having chickens and roosters. Rooster, they crow about 5 o'clock in the morning. That means a noise complaint, a noise ordinance. But having hens, you have fresh eggs. They better and what you get in the grocery store. Because you all know what you feed your chickens. I miss my chickens. I miss my rooster. But thanks to the blankety-blank raccoons, I didn't have a chance. Because I'm a city boy and learning about country life. You got to get that heavy-duty wire. Yep, I used to do that. Well, when I lived in Charlestown, where I lived, we had to set the trash out Wednesday night, and they pick it up Thursday morning. Here, you put your paper in one bag, you put your bottles, like your glass bottles and tin cans in another bag, and you take it somewhere to a dumpster, but your paper products you burn. Right now I got 2 bags out there, but my next project is getting my rake, maybe the wheelbarrow, I think it's in, I don't know if it's in the metal shed or the other shed. I can't remember. I got to pick up all my tree limbs. You know, with winter time, the wind blowing, you got limbs that breaks off. I got to pick them up, put them on the burning pile. And right now I know you can burn stuff until the grass gets dry, then you can't burn anything. They have a burn ban on. But I remember growing up, people, we used to burn paper out in a trash barrel. You can't do it anymore. I tell you how you get around it. If you got a wood stove in your house or one of those big outside stoves that heats the water and stuff, you can put your paper products in that. That's how you get around it. If it's legal or not, I don't know. But I've been watching on TV about log cabins. When some of them log cabins I see that people's buying, I like, but I can't afford it. Oh, I believe, if I remember right, Sherry, did you have a doctor's appointment today? If you did, I hope you passed everything. I just thought of that. You know, I took a little cat nap, but I want to tell you something, people. I had other tomcats in the living room, the kitchen, the bathroom. That's the area they got to play around with. Patty was a female cat. She was a mouse catcher. And Barry and Mama Tina was a mouse catcher. Barry and Socks, I don't know. I got up at 3 o'clock to walk into the kitchen, got me another Pepsi Zero. I looked down, there was a dead mouse. John Wayne done a good deed. I've looked around for holes in the floor. And like I say, you can have a hole, but the smaller your pinky. Them mouse can get in, you know. I look for big holes. But, you know, you can get a hole tiny as a pinky. They can get through that. But since that mouse didn't make it home, his buddies or girlfriends or wives or brothers or sisters gonna know they can't go inside the house because of cats. Outside, I got cats. But when it gets a little bit warmer, when I'm at home, I'm going back unlock the one shed, open it up, let the cats get in there. I know I got mice in there. That I know for a fact. But my other shed that got sliding doors on it, they do go back there. They do catch mice. But that's part of nature, you know. But my neighbor Kenny, he had a black and white cat just like Midnight. He was a mouse catcher, a mole catcher, a bird catcher. He comes over to my yard, go back there where the pond is, catch him a bluegill. I guess the bluegills likes to get close to the edge, 'cause every once in a while, my outside cat will smell like fish. Not tuna fish, regular fish from the pond. But like I say, these kitty cats, like Margaret and Alec, sometimes they run around like crazy, jump up on the bed, jump on me. If you see my legs, people, I got scratches all over my leg. You know how cats are. And I got some kitty cats back there sleeping. Yeah, you got kitty cats that are great mouse catcher. My neighbor, Kenny, he has an inside kitty cat. I think it's a tomcat. That stupid cat is afraid of mice. He won't catch it. That mice just walks. I have Kenny tell me that that mice just walk by him, and that cat won't do a blankety blank thing. But before Patty died, which is was John Wayne's sister, you know, mice gets in here somehow, and Patty will always catch a mouse. I'd be sleeping. All at once on my back, I feel something crawling up my back, and I look. I said, Patty, get that blankety blank. You know, I said more, but I try to keep this PG. I said, get that blankety blank mouse off of my bed. She has shown me she called a mouse, but if you see outside cats or inside cats, they have to play with it until they kill it. They do eat them, but John Wayne, I guess he didn't eat it. He just killed it. That's one thing I miss about Mama Blackie. That's one thing I miss about Mama Blackie. She done with her daughters and her grandkids. She'll catch him a mouse to teach him how to hunt, how to kill a mouse, eat a mouse. That's one thing I'm going to miss about Mama Blackie. I had hamsters when I was married. My kids loved hamsters. I never get a guinea pig. Them things stunk so bad. I did have a big fish tank. I had guppies. I guess you call them suckers, allergy eaters. I have baby guppies coming out I love guppies. And what's those other small fish? There's maybe neon fish. They was red and blue. And I make sure I had filled up stuff where the babies can hide. You know, if this was a 3-bedroom house, but it's only a 2-bedroom, if this was a 3-bedroom, I would have my computer in there. Hello, Darlene. That's okay. If you've been watching some of my videos, I've been playing some music from this angel. You know, she's an angel, but I haven't showed her video. I showed her music. You know, people listen to the music. Yep, been busy. Had my last cataract surgery on my left eye, I guess, a couple of weeks ago. Yes, she is, you know. And, she got a nice voice. Angel has a nice voice. I figured she would have more subscribers than what she got. But I'm in the process of cleaning my living room out, make a place for my new table, where my kitty cats won't eat some of the things that I got. And thanks to 709 last night, I couldn't know what it was called. I knew what I wanted, but I couldn't know the name. I looked it up on the internet to see the prices of them. Yeah, but I think on YouTube, she has, I think I was number 41, I think, on YouTube. But when I get everything in the living room with the USB to the Cat 9 thing where you plug in and run the cable to your modem, you know, like that. That'd be sometime next week, you know. You know, Amazon has it pretty cheap, but yeah, that's what it is. Ethernet. I know, I looked it up. I wrote it down. Plus the email I got with everything on it, which helped me out. And I like the one that I saw on Amazon. They call it the letter U green. It like it got lights on it. But I haven't looked at Best Buy. There's Deborah. Hi, Deborah. Welcome. I know you all been busy. Everybody's been busy. Like I said, your family comes first. You know, family comes first. You know, I come last. You know. Your all's family is number one. But we're 709, because 709 been missing you all. You know, he been missing you all. Yeah, you get busy this time of year. It's getting springtime. That means spring cleaning. Well, that's what I got. I got some leaves to rake, but I'm going to have to get my lawnmower out and all this. I got a bag on the back of it, and I'm going to chop my leaves up. You know, but first I got to go around and pick up all the tree limbs, big tree limbs, little tree limbs, and stuff like that. But since over on my west side of the property, I take my cat litter, it's not regular cat litter, which is horse pellets. It's horse pellets that you put down for horses. It's kind of like pine scent. And I just put maybe like, you get a regular size cat box, put about 2 of those big drinking cups that you get from the fast food restaurants, put about 2 cups in it. And it don't smell like you got a house full of kitty cats like you do regular cat litter. And I just take that cat litter and I take it over on the west side, pile it up and put leaves and pile it up kind of like a wall or a dam to keep some of that water. Now I got to go farther up the line and dump some there because the water is going to a lowest place. But I blame the state of Indiana. But, hey, if you got leaves, I don't know if you live in the city or the country. If you got a garden, yeah, they're called horse pellets. You know, if you got like Tractor Supply, you can look it up. Tractor Supply, like horse pellets. It's in a green bag, about $5. And the way I found out about this, people, is this lady done a YouTube video. She's like me, got cats. I don't know if she had as many cats as I do in the house. That's what she had for cat litter. When she first started out, she put some, about like 2 of those fast food large drinking cups, horse pellets. Then she sprinkled regular cat litter over it. That way, the kitty cat smells the regular cat litter. They start using it. And they use it every time. If you got cat litter in your house, and you all will smell cat litter. No, Joanne has been sick for the past week. She's been sick. 709 was on here last night. Alexi, Alex, that's your mother. Now, Margaret and Alex is down there fighting. I guess Margaret's getting on her baby. Because Alex is not really, I know Alexi is her baby. Probably a year old now. But when Alexi gets close to Alex, Alex hisses at her. Like, leave me alone. I don't want nothing to do with it. I keep talking to Alex. I said, Alexi's your baby. You're the mother. You teach your baby the things to do. Just like your mother teaches you. But it's like talking to a hole in the wall. And, but I love the kitty cats, people. I'd probably be dead now if I didn't have these kitty cats. They keep me company. They keep my mind strong. Sometimes they're a pain in the rear end, but they keep you on your toes. Like, I filled the water up. I took the water bowl out, washed it out, put fresh water in it, put it down on the floor. They let me know. They let me know when they're out of cat food. They let me know when they're out of water. They let me know when they want me to clean the cat box. I done cleaned it out once this week. It's time to clean it out again. But I got some more totes to take out to the shed. It depends. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. But it depends how my back feels. Right now, my back ain't feeling too good. But I'm not supposed to live no more than a gallon of milk. But I have to do that. What? I brought you a tomcat in here, you all hiss at him. So you stop yelling, it's all in your head. You ain't getting a husband. Because every time your kitty cats has baby, it takes more money to feed you all. And you all are not very good mama kitty cats. Because a good mama kitty cat will pick your baby up and put him in the cat box. You all are idiots. They get close to the cat box, but not in it, But they all use it now, but Man, I'm not even married, and these kitty cats act like kids in their terrible twos. You try to teach them right from wrong. You know, you gotta give your animals respect. Dogs, cats, what kind of animals you got? They are very smart animals. Classic cot, cedar, log cabin. If I had the money, people, at least 5 acres, I would have a log cabin with a basement in it and a garage. I've seen a bunch of log cabins on TV, but not what I like. I like to see like your closet made out of cedar and more cedar cabinets. It's what I like to see. I like cedar. Oh, there's a rain down south around Horse Branch, Short Creek in Kentucky. That's showing rain coming in. Yeah, today is Thursday. But I don't hear any rain outside. But people, when you got those double pane windows, you can't hear stuff. You just can't hear that rain. 709, your lady friends is in here. All 3 sisters is in here. Yeah, they are. They are 709. Margaret, it seems like she comes out for a couple of days and goes right back in it. That's Margaret. Kathy, where's she at? Oh. Oh, let's see. I was listening, I think it was today or yesterday on Buck and Clay, that Canada on EV vehicles, I guess the Tesla, I think about tax credits or something that Canada ain't going to give the Tesla the credit now thanks to, but charging you all 25%, I know you all make cars in Canada, but the companies had places here in the United States. I don't see how, like I say, I'm not smart, people. Blackie, shut up. You got your water. You got your cat food. Every time I get on the computer or my cell phone, you meow. You want me to pay attention to you. But like I say, tomorrow is Friday. I think I have to go to Charlestown. I usually go once a week. Check the mail. And, a Corvette. I wouldn't mind a Corvette, people. But it sits too close to the ground. And I could get in it, but I'd probably flop down. I'd be all right in a pickup truck. You open the door, you kind of step up, get in it. It's easy to get in and out. But I can't afford $50,000 to $100,000 for a pickup truck. I just can't afford that. You people got to make a choice. Do you want to buy a house, or do you want to buy a car or a pickup truck? I'd rather buy a house and a vehicle because they cost too much.
Own the building, but they've sold it since then. However, she doesn't think the people there.
That's what happens at inflation. Where's my flash water? You see this? You don't want me on the internet. You want me to pay attention to you. You don't start doing this bull crap until I get on the internet. It never fails. I gotta have time to relax. I know you tell me, Daddy, you getting addicted. What else am I supposed to do? Ain't got no good-looking girlfriend. Word. But people, I love you all. You all keep me going. It's a chat, stuff like this. And we help each other out. Because, you know, I'm bored. You know. What in the heck is... That's right, today's Thursday. It was on earlier. Maybe this is... Oh. Now they got tiny houses they looking for. I guess that's be on for a couple of days. I've been watching Building Alaska. People looking for log cabins. Then also, they had a show on I've been watching for a couple of days in Hawaii, you know, looking for homes in Hawaii and you know, I keep busy. But also, I also been working in the living. That's all I have to do, people, is get the fly swatter. Then they are shut up. Because, you know, I kill flies because I got my window open about an inch. You know, if you got screens on your window, how tiny those little holes are. And I don't like the MS-13. Like I told you all, what, a week ago, not too, but down in either Jeffersonville or Clarksville, Indiana. They got chasing MS-13. I didn't know MS-13 was this close. And they arrested him. I think he had drugs and I forget what else. So they took down a bunch of MS-13 people in Clark County, Indiana. But it's fun. Sometimes the flies get close to my cats. And my cat will swat at the flies. But I've been killing flies with my fly swatter. I got those fly tape or whatever you call it hanging up. Well, I'm waiting for summertime. I think if I can find them, is the Venus flytraps. I don't think I could live in a tiny house, people. No way. No way I could live.
So that's a concern.
I
like the size of it.
And it was $74,000 for the house.
Absolutely.
And how much for the land?
Well, I mean, it's going to meet our budget of $140. So
But I'm driving 3 hours a day.
I know you hate that part, but it's 7 acres. The dogs can just sprawl out as far as they want. I really didn't like how rustic it was, though. I mean, I know you like
That was
that.
my favorite part, actually.
Yeah.
That looks like a real nice house, tiny house. Nah, I wouldn't live on a boat. No way I'd live on a boat. You know, I wouldn't want to live on a boat around here. Someplace like maybe California or Hawaii. But around here, no way.
The rustic cabin. Completely your style. I get the land, the fireplace, and that beautiful deck. I think it could be really good for us.
I think you're right. I think the cabin on the land is the best decision. At the end of the day, I want you to be happy, and you know what? We'll figure it out. We'll make it work. Hey, Jimmy.
I'm going to have to buy me some onion rings. You know,
And one of the first things we did was finish the deck, which is as big as the house is. And we love coming out here, and we spend a lot of time. What if we put it over here? Over this piece?
One of the things I was worried most about is if Miranda would really regret the drive.
I don't love the drive, but at the end of the day, this does feel like home.
The purchase price really came to the 140 that we were hoping to have. So we got everything we wanted within our budget.
Come here. I got my rustic cabin feel, but I mean, once you see the inside, it's kind of funky. I think it represents us both.
He definitely loves this, doesn't he?
He does.
Where'd Hank run off to?
He's over there running around with the neighbor's dogs. I'm really loving my own private space where I can go read a book or watch some movies. So it's all in all, it's worked out.
I can't believe this is all ours.
I know.
At the end of a long, busy day, it's so nice to just be able to come and relax and be away from things. You want to take the boys for a walk?
Yeah.
All right.
I think we're outdoors and more active.
I guess my house is classified as a tiny house. But they got a tiny house, log cabin, about 5 acres. Now, I got about an acre, so you know, I would want, if I ever get rich, I won't live that long. What I like to do, people, is remodel this house. Instead of a 2-bedroom, somebody have to know what they're doing. Jack the house up, dig underneath her, make a basement. And that way you have a woman cave or a man cave. You know, you have your little room down in the basement. And maybe an upstairs above this with like a balcony up there where you could be above the ground and look out. And a nice garage. But I never get that rich. But one day I might. You know. And also, if I could, I would want a tankless water heater. Well, you never run out of hot water. So, You keep the snow. You know, I have seen it snow here in Indiana in the month of May and Easter. Because I remember one year of the Kentucky Derby, it snowed. I can't remember what year it was. It snowed on the, a day or two before the Kentucky Derby, and I forgot how. I'm trying to think if I got anything to munch on. I'm going to have to. If he says a big dump, I would say 709 probably got 5 or 6 inches of snow. I do play it, I only spend $48 a month, on like either Mega Million or the Powerball. Well, Indiana, they got their own lotto. Now, I think it might be up to maybe 30 million. But one day I will hit it. I'll be the unhappiest person on earth. Because I have everything I want. A nice house. With all the bedrooms. I had a nice pickup truck, not a fancy one. I had one of those 10-foot satellite dishes. The yard all fenced in. And I was the unhappiest person on earth because I didn't have a girlfriend. Because I knew they would be after my money. They didn't want me before I was a millionaire. And after that, I had all kinds of women knocking on my door. This was in a dream. Usually, when the Indiana Lotto gets to this category of my dream, I play it. Time you take out your state and federal taxes, $27 degrees, that's cold. That is cold, people. But God will let me get the money somehow legal. God to help me. God to choose the perfect lady for me. But getting married, I don't think I'd get married. Because I've been single over 27, 30 years. And I like this single life. But I'm kind of I got the munchies. And I'm trying to think when I got in the ice box. I got no sausage. I done went through that. I don't eat bread because that puts weight on you. I know what I do. I go in there and fix me some popcorn. I'll eat me some popcorn. That's what I do. Think I got my flash water. The kitty cats is being good. See, that's all I have to do. Pick it up, and the good is gold. I love it. That's all. They could be sleeping, and if a fly gets on my bed, I kill it. They see what I do to the flies. That's not a scratching post, Margaret. But people, I know it's probably almost 11 o'clock. And I'm going to go in there and fix me some popcorn. Remember, people, tomorrow's Friday. Maybe some of you is on spring break. The ones who's not on spring break, watch out for the school buses wherever you're at. If I don't get on here tomorrow, 'cause if it's not raining, I got to do some more housework. I got to go in my living room and take some more totes out to the shed. It depends how I feel when I wake up, 'cause usually when I overdo it, I usually take 2 or 3 days off because it takes a lot out of me. When you got back problems and arthritis, blood pressure, diabetes, 4 heart attacks, you got to take it easy. One thing I haven't mentioned, I got 2. I guess I'm down to 1 hernia. So I got to be careful what I lift. I know my limit, but what I done today was over my limit. So, I'll be on here tomorrow. I don't know. We have to wait and see. It depends how I feel. Will I do a road trip? Probably not. Because my son, when we go to the store, he likes to listen to Buck and Clay. I do too. And I want you all to have a great day. Happy birthday, anybody born today's date. Happy anniversary if you got married on today's date. And men, you heard me talk about it last couple of days that I saw on TikTok. This woman asked her husband, wash the dishes. He said, honey, didn't you hear the president say that men cannot compete in women's sports. I thought it was funny. But since when washing dishes or cleaning the house up considered as a sport? I hope there ain't no men out there stupid enough to do that. You really get in the doghouse. So people, God bless you. Peace. God loves you. Thank you, good ladies. Thank the moderators. Thank you, Debbie, and everybody else, 709. You know, well, I will be on here, 709, on your birthday. I will be live on your birthday. Because that's my daughter's birthday. She was born on Mother's Day. I told you the story last night. And all this, so... Oh, she gonna be 16 years old on her birthday? I know she's not gonna be... Maybe that angel would get her a good birthday present. You know. I'm dying. Oh, 38. You mean you be 83? You be 83 on your birthday? Well, 83, Sherry, that means you're older than me. Oh, you said 93? Okay. That means you way older than me, Sherry. Sherry's gonna be 93 Saturday. Oh, Lord, I gotta remember. You know what I'm doing, Sherry. I'm turning around backwards. I did it to Gina and my son. And I turned it around backwards. And my son said, Gina, is he really that young? I said, no, Dad just turned it around backwards. But I will be on here Saturday. I don't know what time. But you can watch the video later. Maybe I can find a song and sing happy birthday somewhere on the internet. Cause I don't sing that good, people. I bet you're going to see Willie Nelson.
I'm clear, that's the one. Usually 10-8. He's saying he had permission to see who he was looking for sales. So I gave stuff a little while further in the day. I'll get it confirmed.
But you all have a great day. It's time to get off of here. Everybody, I love you all. And I'll try to get on here Saturday. Tomorrow, I don't know. But I got to look up some songs and sing happy birthday. I don't think they get me for copyright on a birthday. Okay, Darlene, you all take it easy. You people, watch out for those kitty cats, especially you let them in the house, they jump in the bed, and they get underneath your blanket, and they decide to water your legs down. You know, kitty cats is fun. You know, kids, you know, you let kitty cats in, they're going to have to use the bathroom. I've saw videos where brothers or sisters let the cats in. Y'all take care. Goodbye. I love you all. Thank you all for watching and putting up with our bull crap. So I love you all. Good night.